Hello everybody and welcome back to another video on Gran Turismo 7. This is the Daily Race A Deep Forest Raceway in the reverse layout, Group 3 machinery. Now as you can see, we have a couple A+ rated drivers, couple of A rated drivers, so this is my best lobby, I think. It's not very often I get to race against A-rated drivers, so we're coming up against the big boys. Let's see what we can do. Hopefully we don't embarrass ourselves. So we've got Quimmy, the Spaniard up in front in the GTR. We're taking the AMG Mercedes. We do have Bongos behind, who is also a B-rated driver. We get a really good launch there. Trying to go down the inside. That's of course going to give us the outside for the bigger kink coming up the hill. So we're just going to have to concede that position there. Making sure we don't embarrass ourselves and hit the A-rated player. He gets a massive twitch but still carries the traction through the corner. So it is going to be a two-way battle, this one. As you can see, Bonga's there, losing out, and the gap is already up to 2 seconds. So this is going to be a two-way shootout for the lead, as we're going to try to hold on to the coattails of the A-rated driver, the Spaniard of Quimmy. He was of course much faster than me in the time trial. So we're going to try our best. As you can see, after the first lap we're doing okay. The gap's staying around about half a second. But we go a little bit too deep there into that last corner. We do still have the slipstream. So we are going to be gaining all the way through this very long straight. Gap now down to about 0.7. We chuck it in, get to the braking zone, hit the apex, run way too deep on the exit there, get a massive twitch, and it's going to put the gap up to about a second. Unfortunately, that's kind of where it stayed. I was never really able to gain on Quimmy, but he wasn't really able to drop me either. So you can see they're going up to 1.2, but then again down to 0.8, and that was kind of the story of this race. Just caught in that 1 second gap. So we're getting a little bit of a slipstream, but not enough to make a difference. We're also getting a little bit of dirty air, so we're going to have to be a little bit more careful through these corners. So yeah, I like the wide line, getting the late apex on that one. However, he does seem to have mastered that corner much better than I am. Moving on to lap 3 now. The gap's still about 1.21 second. So he's not driving away from us. So I think we could be very pleased so far. We're just hoping for a mistake. Maybe he runs too deep. But the gap's still stabilising about 1 second. He does have the fastest lap of the race so far by 0.4 seconds. I think our main goal here is just to be consistent and actually just to learn from the better player. Because I mean, he is a A+ rated driver, although he does go very deep there, which is going to close the gap quite a lot. But he is the better player. He is an A-rated driver. I'm only a B-rated driver. So if we can just follow him, learn from his lines, learn from what he does, that should hopefully make us a better driver, so that we can get into those higher rated lobbies. I would love to hear from you. What is your current driver rating and sportsmanship rating? Of course, I had a lot of trouble with the last couple of weeks with my sportsmanship rating. There was a couple of weeks where I was getting beaten around all over the place. So my sportsmanship rating did drop. It is back up to an S, and I am back up to a B driver rating. So I think my driver rating is the highest it's ever been right now. As you can see, I'm getting matched with these A+ rated and A rated drivers. So it's getting better. We're slowly improving. But then that just makes it more important that when I do get these races with these really top split drivers, that I just learn from what they do. Learn and watch. And we're in the perfect position to do that right now. As we get into the last corner, going on to the last lap of the race. And this is pretty much where it ended for me. As you can see, the gap up to 1.3, the highest it's ever been. And right now I'm overdriving the car, just trying to claw back that gap. So I'm making a lot of mistakes on this last lap. Not driving it as smooth and as clean as I have been. See the gap there going up still, 1.5 seconds. So I'm pretty much out of the slipstream, not getting any toe down this back straight. Trying to be as brave as I can through this tight technical section. But you can just see how much he's nailed it. Unfortunately, I wasn't close enough to see what lines and how he was driving, as we completely messed that whole section up, started drifting out corners, and that's going to be the end of the race for me. There's nothing we can do to improve. But still a very enjoyable race. I do enjoy it when I get to race these really high rated drivers, just to see the difference of quality between them and myself. It really is an eye opener. But that's going to do it for this one. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Say hi in the comments, and I shall see you in the next one. Bye.